Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika talking about how faith can actually help you build your business or how faith can actually help you live a good life and dealing with your mental and emotional problems. Now, faith is not a simple word as FAITE yet. It's very simple, but we're going to be diving into how you could actually build our faith. We're gonna share some of my tips and also how this faith can actually help you dealing with the emotional and mental side. So without further ado, let's get started with our before go pakasak like elaborate guys. I do love share that if you want more such video, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Let's talk about the faith. Like if you have ever came across a video or a blog article or any kind of information talking about manifestation or the law of attraction or anything like that, you might came across the word the faith in the invisible power, the faith in the future, the faith in everything you do, and faith in the being and all that stuff. How can actually faith help you to lead a good life? I'm talking more specifically about the mental and emotional side. You can take this faith in the physical aspect, in the spiritual aspect, and all the aspect of your life. For example, I am fearful that whether this thing will going to happen or not, maybe related to a business, a relationship, or a personal life. I'm doubtful. I'm fearing what if something negative happened or something like that. That means I don't have a faith, right? When you don't have the faith, you get fearful, anxious, doubtful, and you get worried, tensed, and tired, and all that stuff. It's all because you don't have the faith that that thing or that person will going to do the right thing or that right thing will going to happen for you. You don't have a faith. That's why these things happen. The moment you replace these negative behaviors or negative emotional sides of being with faith, the moment you switch from the negative to the positive side and you develop that faith and you feel peaceful, calm, cheerful. It's just about the mindset shift, you can call it. The moment the faith comes, the moment you feel like, okay, this thing will going to happen, I have faith in that person, I have faith in my boyfriend, I have faith in my husband, I have faith in my parents. The moment you said that, the worriness, all the negativity just fly away. So that is the beauty of the faith. Faith is such a powerful tool that you could use, and this is something that comes with the practice. Okay, it's not like I'm gonna sleep today at night, I'm gonna tell myself faith, 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 and tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be having 100% faith in everything. No, it doesn't work that way. Everything in this life, it's kind of like a practice. It's kind of like a muscle. Like if you're going to the gym, you're building a muscle. The same thing is over here. You are building a muscle to do a certain thing in your life. The faith is also a muscle. You're gonna build that muscle, so that will going to help you build the faith. You can start slowly, okay, and then you can proceed towards a bigger mountain and all that stuff. So let me share some tips with you guys to hopefully these tips will going to help you. First tip I have for you is to look at the mountain of your life. This is specifically from the book The Mountain Is You, and that book is really interesting. If you haven't checked it out, just Google it, Mountain Is You book. That's a great book. So in that book, it's like mountain is you, and that's 100% right. So you have to look at the mountain. You have to look at the areas in your life which are sagging, which are actually like you don't have faith and you're feeling doubtful, fearful, whether growing your business, whether entering into a relationship, or whether getting a new house, a home, or whatever it is. Okay, these are just a few random examples. So look at the areas where you're sagging, where you don't have the faith, where you feel that you have a negative emotions or all those stuff. The second tip I have for you, write everything down onto the piece of paper. Okay, I need to tell this in the first tip, but again, I'm telling you in the second anyways. So you can write everything down onto the piece of paper, the things that you feel like you are sagging, okay? And then actually give them the number based on how much complicated they are or how much easy they are. Like number one will going to go towards the thing which is very easy to conquer, which is not that complicated, and number two will going to go which is a little bit more complicated than the one and less easy than the one, and so on and so forth. You can give them the numbers. Why we are giving you the numbers, I'm gonna tell you in a second, but do this activity. Maybe you have the 10 areas in your life that are sagging, okay? So you can name it from 1 to the 10. 1 would be the simple and easiest way to conquer, simple or the easiest thing to conquer, which is not that complicated, and 10 would be the thing that is the most complicated of all these 10 things, okay? The third tip I have for you, start with the number 1. That's why we have given the number. Start with the number one thing that you feel like is less complicated, is very less complicated than the rest of the nine things that you have written down, and you could work upon that. So for example, the number one thing is kind of like a fearful about, maybe you want to date someone, okay, attractive, or you don't feel sexy or hot or something like that. You have that kind of stuff in your mind that I'm not attractive, I'm not sexy or hot enough to actually go on a date with someone. So that could be the number one thing for you. Maybe it could be number one 10 depending on your own level of the complexity that you are having, but I'm just taking an example. This could be the number one. Now you would be thinking, okay, so this is the number one thing I'm gonna take and work my faith on this particular stuff. So what I'm gonna do every time the thing that's coming in my mind, or I'm telling myself, or I'm telling to someone else, or something like that, when I'm actually telling those words, I'm not sexy, I'm not hot, I'm not attractive, and all that stuff, I'm gonna replace them to the positive one. I'm gonna replace them to that I'm hot, I'm sexy, and I'm attractive. I'm ready to date someone. I'm gonna meet the right man or the right girl, whatever it is, okay? It depends on you. So you just have to take that first number one thing and then replace the negative sentence into the positive one. With that being said, the fourth tip I have, how are you going to replace that? It may seem simple and easy. I have already gave you an example how you can replace for that thing. You could replace from the different things that you're having in your life, but you have to do this every single day. Yes. It's not like you're just gonna tell yourself once and it will gonna be there forever. No, some things are really, really hard driven into ourselves, and it takes time to actually change them. These are the beliefs you may have taken from your parents, from your siblings, from your friends, or from your society, and these have been inside of you for a very long time. That's creating a trouble and fear, doubt, and all that. So it will going to take some time to actually truly replace them, okay? So keep doing every single day. Maybe have a calendar, maybe give at least yourself to a 30 days, and see in all the 30 days, whenever you are having that negative thought related to that particular stuff, you're going to replace it with the positive. In the beginning it would be more of an active work because you are conditioned to think otherwise, the old thought. So it will going to take some time to actually replace them, but eventually soon you're going to reach to day 30. You're going to see that it become more easy for you to replace. On the unique situation, some things take you not just 30 days, take you weeks, months, or maybe years. So it depends, okay, how much deeply it's engrooved in you or deeply rooted in you. So I'm just taking a 30-day example over here. If it's actually working for you 6 months, a year, take it that way, okay? Time is not a factor over here. Time is a variable factor. You just need to actually practice, and once you see that the number one thing you have actually conquered, move to the number 2, number 3, number 4, until the number 10, so on and so forth. You have to do that. It may take you a year to do all that, or it may take you more than a year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, or within weeks or within months. It doesn't matter. You just have to do the work. You have to replace those sentences with the positive ones. The best strategy that you could do is a mirror technique. You can go in front of the mirror, stand there and repeat those positive stuffs that you're going to replace with the negative ones, those positive lines again and again, again and again. These work as an affirmation, these work as a positive sentence. And look at your eyes, okay? When you're looking at the mirror, look at your eyes, like I'm looking at the camera right now. Look at your own eyeballs and speak those words. If you can be more loud, that would be great, and actually feel it, okay? The tip I have for you, don't make it as a robotic, okay? Feel those emotions, feel those lines that you're saying. If you could actually comb your hairs while saying that, or doing your makeup saying that, then that would be okay, but feel it. Feeling those lines is really important. Robotic will not gonna get you the results. And repeat every single day. Like you could build a kind of like a mantra, you can call it. Like you can repeat in the morning, the afternoon, the evening, the night. As much as you can repeat it with the full feelings, and the more power you give to the feelings while repeating this sentence, the more faster it will going to convert that negative sentence into a positive one. And one day will going to come and you'll eventually gonna feel yourself completely free from those negative stuffs that you were hanging around for a very long time. Because words and thoughts are so powerful. Thoughts will going to dictate your life. Thoughts dictate your words. Words dictate your action. Action dictate what you're going to do in your life, and that will going to dictate your results. Now, might be saying here and there around, but still, the words and thoughts are so powerful. The thing that you're telling to yourself 24 into 7 is more powerful than any other thing, okay? Even if you're attending a 1 hour positive session or meditation or motivation session, you are so positive in that 1 hour, but rest 23 hours you are saying negative words about yourself, then that 1 hour session won't make much any sense, because you are telling yourself 24 into 7 more negative words than that positive session. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have to go to these sessions. I'm not saying that, but the session will only going to get you the results when you are actually doing every single time when you're saying the negative sentence. Yes, you have to do it actively. You have to create awareness. This doesn't work overnight, okay? You have to do the work. You have to repeat the sentence with full feelings and emotions, even if you feel like you're getting bored, even if you feel like, oh, it's a lot of the work. You have to do it if you are looking forward to a result. This way, you could actually work upon all your 10 things. Now, just take an example of the 10 things. It could be more than that or less than that. It doesn't matter. But you could start with number 1, very simple, then move towards a difficult level, because your body is getting habituated. It's actually getting a habit of converting the negative into the positive. So the moment you're going to read towards the much more difficult stuff, it will going to be more equipped to actually do those things much more faster, because the body is getting used to changing the negative into the positive ones. It's getting used to the change. When we are actually allowing ourselves to be uncomfortable with the small things, then we can get uncomfortable with the bigger things as well. Because changing something, that means you have to become uncomfortable. That means there is a growth. And when there is a growth, there is an increase. That means there is an uncomfortable feeling, or uncomfortable physically or mentally, emotionally, whatever it is. So you have to make yourself used to that small uncomfortable thing, and then go bigger, and develop the faith, practice those affirmations as much as you can. And in fact, one thing I want to tell you, you could have an affirmation as, I have faith in me, I have faith in the universe, I have faith in my life. You could make this particular affirmation as well related specifically to the faith for all the aspects of your life. That could work wonders for you. Hopefully this video will going to help you putting the faith into the negative stuffs and creating the positive stuffs out of it. So hopefully it will help you. Let me know in the comment section below, and also let me know if you have any video request about it. I would really love to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll gonna see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye guys.